I think for this team, more of the events that aren't so great were so public. And, that's not something that you normally deal with. And so the world knows, the tough times that this team's had. But there's tough times, in every season. Winning a championship, there are tough times. I remember David West said something some years back, and everybody's like, whoa, like, that's every year. Like, it's things going on, and you band together and you try to work around them. And I think, for the most part, we tried to do that. We fell short, and, that happens. But overall, we're not done yet. It was lost this year. We'll be back next year.
On that point, Draymond, to hear you say, like, we're not done yet, Steve explained that you and Steph and Clay have a lot of years left together, if you want those. Do you feel the clock ticking a little bit?
I think the clock is ticking on all of our lives. Like everyone in here, we all have an expiration date. And so I think the clock is ticking on all of us. As far as basketball goes, 100% is ticking. And that's on every man in this league, every woman that works. That's everybody. And so, yeah, the clock is ticking. I think, when you have so much success, then people start, like, they really put you on that clock, like they put you up against the clock. When you have a ton of success. When you don't have a ton of success, no one cares. No one cares how old you are, how young you are. It doesn't matter when you're not having success. But when you are, every little thing matters. And so the clock is on us just because we've been successful for so long. That's cool. I think that's the position that you want to be in. But for us, we don't pay attention to the clock. We just work and try to win each and every year, and that's what we'll continue to do.
Draymond, first part of this, what was going on with your calf tonight? And although you said you're still processing everything, where are going to be, some of your primary focuses this offseason?
My number one primary focus is my family. That is always the most important thing to me. As far as my calf, I don't know if it was a cramp or if I pulled it a little bit, but when I went back to the back, it loosened up, so I figured it was just a cramp. And I would have went back in the game. Bob stopped me, said we're down 22 points with 5.5, 6 minutes to go. You go back out there and you tear your calf, and then you're rehabbing the rest of the summer, trying to chase a 22-point lead. It's not smart, and we're not doing it. So I could have went back in the game, and I think that's a good sign. And other priorities. I have a media business I'm trying to build. I'll continue to try to build. And then, we'll see what happens as far as my contract goes. Obviously, I have an opt-out. Everybody know about that. I know about that. I'm aware of that. But as I've told you guys, for years, I want to be a Warrior for the rest of my life. I want to ride out with the same dudes I rode in with. And, I think we've put the work in to make that happen. Here we are with our worst season as a whole since 2014. And yet, we had a chance to make another run. So it's never as bad as it seems. It's never as good as it seems. But, those are some of my priorities. Travel a little bit, refill the cup, possibly play FIBA. We'll see. And work my ass off and be better next year. It's my priorities.
Draymond, for as far as like this series and this not being a championship team on the floor, what were the missing ingredients? Why were you guys not able to get it done?
Well, I think I wish I had that answer for you. Why we weren't able to get it done. I think at the end of the day, you do what you can, you give your best, and if you come up short, which is kind of rare for us, then you just come up short and you figure out why, and you go back to the drawing board and you work and you do what you have to do to make sure that next year it's a different outcome. As far as our roster as a whole, I think we had a lot of good pieces, and I think everyone in the world will always say our roster can be better. Everybody. As a team, you're always looking to make that better. However, that's not my focus. That's not my job. My job is, the guys that's on this roster to go out there and try to win a championship. We came up a little short this year, but I said, not done. We'll be back to try to do it again.